my guitar lesson on I'll Be There by Walk Off the Earth. I'm going to show you how to play the riff that you hear throughout the song and also the chords. And if you go to the description, you can download a tab from a Dropbox that I used. I created on Ultimate Guitar and then saved as a personal tab, so it can't be accessed on the website just because there are already tabs that exist. And what I did was I put the chords in a better place for you if you're trying to sing. So I lined them up nicely with the lyrics. So hopefully that helps you. Let's get into the chords first. That's the easier part. You want a capo on fret 3 to begin with to match the song. If you don't have a capo, that's fine. You can just play it with open strings and you'll just be down a couple keys, but that's all right. So the chords are simple. It's just E minor. When you play your E minor, do it with your index and middle finger. Because when you switch to the next chord, C, what you're going to do is pivot on that middle finger. So pivot on that finger and grab your C chord, play only 5 strings. Go to your G chord, and then a D chord. And that's it. You just count to 2 for each one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that'll actually take you through the whole song. And then if you want to sing it, just look at the tab and try to line up those chords with the lyrics that they fit with. If you want to play a little bit more complex of a rhythm, you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It'll be pretty fast in the song. Something like that. And the way I describe that rhythm is you're taking 8 beats, which is normally in a bar, 8 total possible strums that you normally find in a bar. And what we're doing is we're dividing it into a group of 3, another group of 3, and then one group of 2, which will add up to 8. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Difficult to sing and play those, so if you're up to the challenge, go for it. Now, if you're up for a real challenge, let's learn the intro riff. So this is also done with a capo on 3, but it's done with palm muting the entire time. So you take your palm, the side of your palm there, and you slap that down on your bridge. Now this is a different looking bridge than some other guitars, but on any guitar it's going to be right where the strings just meet up with some sort of bridge piece that on one side you're going to have the playable string, on the other side you're just going to have nothing, right? So right at that point, wherever the strings meet something there, it could be metal, it could be plastic, you want to put your palm there and do it lightly. You should get this sound. If you get this, just a thwomp, you're too far away from the bridge piece. And if you get just a normal sound, you're too far in the other direction. So right on there so you get a nice muted sound. What we're going to do is put your middle finger on fret 2 after the capo. So that's actually fret 5, so it has a dot on it. So what you want to do is find that dot with your middle finger, pluck that E string, and hammer on to 3. Very difficult to do with the palm mute. So make sure your palm mute is really light. If you're not getting any sound, just don't palm mute that one. If you're not getting any sound throughout, maybe the palm mute is a little bit too advanced for you at this moment, so maybe take that out altogether and just play it normally. But if it's working for you, you should get this sound. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to execute that hammer on from 2 to 3, and then you play open B, open E, and then the 3rd fret on the E string. So you're going to go hammer from 2 to 3, open B, open E, grab that 3rd fret, and then play open B again. That's it. Now, you're going to plant your index finger on fret 1 of the B string, and we're just going to play the E string, G string, B string, E string, and back to G. So it's E, G, B, E, G. That's it. We got? Now, take that index finger and slide it up to fret 3 on the same string, the B string, and then on fret 4, which should have a dot on it because of the capo, put your middle finger on the G string, And then on the next fret, so this is fret 5, which doesn't have a dot on it because of your capo. You put your third finger on the D string. We got this staircase, and it's going B string, G string, D string. We're going to apply the same pattern, but to the different strings now. So we're doing the B, D, G, D, B, D, G, B, D. So it's B string, D string, G string, B string, D string. Now we have the very last step is a D chord. Now if you know a D chord, just plant a good old D chord on there. So 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and 2nd fret on E, and you're going to play E, G, B, E, G. Same pattern as one of the other chords, E, G, B, E, G. And then you have just remember 2 things. First of all, when you are not getting sound from your palm muting, just don't palm mute. Maybe you can add that in later. Second of all, remember that when you play the 2nd chord, you want to leave your finger here, and as you move to the 3rd chord, just move that thing up, and then form your chord, and you got to jump to D. And that is how you play I'll Be There, but Walk Off the Earth.